If I ask a question, how many of you want to keep a pet at home? I think all of us will raise our hand. But do you really think it is that easy? Hi, I'm Rajesh and welcome to another edition of Vlogging with Rajesh G. How are you guys doing today? I hope all of you are doing great and I hope it continues that way. If I ask a question, how many of you want to keep a pet at home? I think all of us will raise our hand. But do you really think it is that easy? No, it isn't, because keeping a pet at home is a very big responsibility. And it's very easy when you're at home, but you should also think of the situations when you're not at home. Who will take care of the pet? Are your friends actually willing to take care of your pet in your absence? Because not everybody will be comfortable, even if they are comfortable, whether their family members are comfortable or not. These are so many questions which run on mind before a person gets a pet at home. So I too wanted to keep a pet, but as I already discussed, these questions always forced me of not keeping a pet at home. Then, somebody suggested me to keep a fish, like the entire aquarium setup. I told, yeah, it is easy, but then the entire aquarium setup is again a problem for a person like me. Then I thought, no, I want something, which is very simple and, it needs very less of maintenance. I was looking into something like that. And then one fine day, I just happened to go to an aquarium and there I saw fighter fish. I don't know what happened. I was attracted to the fighter fish. So I just asked that shopkeeper about that fighter fish and he told, sir, this is a very low maintenance fish. All you need to do is to put this fish in a jar and there is some food, fish food which it eats, that's it. And you can change water maybe once in 3 days or even after a week's time. And I was like, yes, this is what I wanted. And the first thing which I did was like, I bought a fighter fish. So I bought that fighter fish for my home in Kerala. So as long as I was there, I was taking care of it. So whenever I would go out for maybe around 2 to 3 days, I'll tell my mom to take care of my fish. And I don't know, wherever I was always concerned about this fish. And when I moved to Bangalore, I was like wondering what should I do with the fish? Should I carry it with me? But I was like, no, it's not at all feasible because I will be in a shifting phase and then taking care of the fish will be a challenge. So I decided to leave that fish back in Kerala and I gave its responsibility to my mom. And during a very recent conversation with my mom, she told me, now the fish is getting used to it or has already got used to her. So whenever she goes near that fish early in the morning, that fish will start, playing in the water. Reason, it knows it's its feeding time. So I told my mom only to feed it in the morning. But whenever my mom will have a dinner, no, again she will go and feed it. I don't know what will happen to the fish, but they both are comfortable, happy with each other. So when I came to Bangalore, for a few days I was, busy with shifting and all those things. But after some days, I started missing. And I felt, there is something missing in my life. And I was not able to understand. I ordered some plants and everything, but plants was also not giving me that peace of mind. Then one day I went to a friend's house and I saw the aquarium. And in that aquarium, she also had fighter fish. And I was like, yes, this is what I was missing. I was missing my fish. So what I did, the day I came back from a place, I was determined that I will buy it, but I didn't buy it on my journey back because it was almost 2 to 3 hours journey and I was a little worried about the safety of the fish. So what I did, once I was back home, immediately I went out to the nearest aquarium shop and I bought a fighter fish for me. And I tell you, from the moment that fish has come, it has changed my life. It gives me the motivation to come back home every day morning. The first thing which I do after getting up in morning is to put feed to that fish. And sometimes when it makes the water dirty, I just change the water, everything. And sometimes, I even talk to it. I said, why didn't you had your food? Because initially when I got that fish, it was not active. It was very lazy kind of. And I was like, oh my God, will it ever get adjusted to it? Because this fighter fish was little smaller than the one which I had in Kerala. So I was little concerned about it. But now it has been almost 2 months. This fish is completely adjusted. And not only that, I have even made arrangements that, if in case I'm out of town for a couple of days or weeks together, I have found out somebody who can take care of the fish now. That was the very first thing which I thought of before buying the fish, because I didn't want to, leave the fish hungry when I'm out of town. No. If I have taken responsibility, I wanted to fulfill my responsibility towards that fish. And I'm really happy that there are people willing to take that responsibility, because, managing a fish, especially fighter fish, doesn't require too much of hard work. It's very simple. All you need to do is give some feeds to it. You can keep it in a very small jar and people like it. And there is one more thing that has happened once I have got this fighter fish to my home. The aura in my house has changed. Now I always feel a positive vibe in my house. This fighter fish has done one more thing to me. The emotions of love, care and concern has been reinstated in my heart one more time, because I care for that fish. As a result of which, I think I have become more of a lovable person. And people say that, you have changed a lot these days. And I always tell, it is because I have a positive energy in my house. It is the fish. So everybody, all my friends who comes into my house, they first go say a hi to the fish, and then fish will start swimming or do something in the water. And sometimes when I'm very naughty, what I will do with the fish, if the fish is lying still, I'll just go touch its bowl, do something on the bowl, and then it will start swimming in the water. And I know I don't want to terrorize the fish, but I enjoy it. Even that also enjoys it. Even my fish also enjoys it. So we both are in sync and in harmony. So in case you also want to keep a pet or any such living being in your home, but you are unable to do so, then I think fighter fish is the best option for you. I hope this video was informative for you. If that's the case, like the video, share the video, post your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So until my next video, bye bye, take care, and wish you all a very happy new year.